or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll try the left side. Swift slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. On third down, Jackson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mike 58, right there. What we got? What we got? What we got?
On second down and 4, Rosen gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. On play action, Rosen. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
58 to Mike, 58.
On third down, Rosen. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or two short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. And Myers able to knock it through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
There's Jackson on third and long. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Browns' 29-yard line.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Let's go. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Shift. Check 9.
From the 29, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a first carry for their fullback. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Check 31.
They'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. Second time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again. And how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score.
The Browns take over. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
58, come on. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make it.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. Got an open man. It's QT. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Check me out.
On first down, Drake. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch the eye. Shift.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Open man is QT, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Running, it's Drake. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go, T. Here I come. Here I come.
On second and a couple. Rosen. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Myers' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Hunt, and an alley to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 30 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a handoff here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Mike's 40, Mike's 40. Hard. Check. Right. 40's a month, 40's a month.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action here with Rosen. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On first down, it's Hunt. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 39-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo.
And now it's Rosen looking. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Rosen over the middle. That's caught by QT. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Get out the field, defense.
A give running right, Drake. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is Hunt. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
And a great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Myers for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
It's the score, Browns 27, Ravens 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hey, 58's the mic. Well, 58's the mic. They gonna need some therapy.
Now Jackson. And an alley to run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On first down, Swift. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Drop deep, drop deep.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Ravens.
Go back. We got motion. Back up. Max 50, Max 50.
Play action. It's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 22. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They'll start the drive with Drake. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Kiki QT, 82 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Jackson on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. It's going to be alert, alert. It's going to be a long day. Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58.
To throw is Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Keke Coutee saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for 2.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Check 24.
From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Check, please. Switch gears. SOS.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike 50. Hey, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep it.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. forced out to Jackson, hit, and he lost the football. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
Get him, boys.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. No. Off. He's crazy.
Jackson now, operating from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now it's Jackson. He's got his man Sharp complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are in for 6. And that touchdown there, it's not going to get them a win. It makes things a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game. But it won't alter the final score.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. Rosen now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's 1st down. They'll run with Drake. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Cut. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 58's the mic. 58. 58. Bravo. Coming. 58.
Now Rosen. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
58. Hey, quarter. Too little. Count. 58's the mic. 58.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Throw left side complete. It's Gray. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hug. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 1st down, it's Drake, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line. They'll hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
58, boys.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. This will be caught at about the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Take 4, take 4.
Now it's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming at you. What are you ready?
They go play action now. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Wait. 58 Mike. Record.
To throw again. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Ravens are in for 6.
That's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
Alert! And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey, wahoo! Rip right. 58, boys, 58.
Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Antonio Callaway. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be smooth. 58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. Know your job. Yeah. 58, right over there. Yeah.
Here's Rosen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them to